everybody, and welcome back to the Fairy Tale Family, where our goal is to put a little bit of magic into your everyday. Now, today's magic is spooky because it is Halloween season. We are just a few days from Halloween, and I could not be more excited for our family costume this year. It's the Little Mermaid. We tend to do family costumes every year. It was, in fact, a contingency upon me getting pregnant that Mark would participate in our annual Halloween costumes, which are frequently Disney themed. So I wanted to share with you today, how do we as a family bring the magic of Disney home when we're not physically in the parks, especially around seasonal events. So there are a myriad of ways to do this, and I wanted to share a few that were super easy and mostly free, so that way you could do the same if you're getting that pang in your heart, that missing of Disney. I tend to miss Disney the most around holiday seasons. So as you might know, at Halloween time, Disney runs Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. I love trick-or-treating, and as an adult, it's such a joy for me to have a child so that we can still dress up. I still get to dress up for my job as a teacher. Like, I am trying to live my best fantasy life, even though I'm 34, and it's probably not appropriate for me alone to go trick-or-treating, but with my husband and child in tow, totally acceptable. So I've always wanted to trick-or-treat on Main Street, USA, and I can't wait for the day that we get to bring Callie and she can dress up in her little Disney outfit and we can walk the streets of Main Street gathering candy and seeing all the spooky things. I just can't wait for that moment. But that moment is not this year. So here's what we are doing to satiate our Disney needs on a budget, and also to bring a little magic into the house. So the first thing I do is really just for me, and there are a lot of pros and cons with this topic, but this is a huge pro for me, and it is using social media to my advantage. So I follow all of the Mickey's Not So Scary hashtags. I will list a couple on the screen right now. Thank you, Mark. I follow all of the hashtags, all of the Disney accounts. I keep up with their social media because I really, really love seeing it in my Instagram and Facebook feeds. When I log in to either post or see who's commenting, and the photos are autumnal and of Main Street, USA, and the castle and the foliage in Disney, my heart is happy. And I think that that is ultimately the point of social media, is to bring us joy and connect us to others. And I'm trying very hard to live into that mission by following only things that bring me joy. And Mickey's Not So Scary brings me so much spooky joy, along with watching Hocus Pocus 30 to 40 times in the month. That's an exaggeration. I don't have that much time. But whenever I am by myself in the evening or in the afternoon, and either I'm working on content or I'm relaxing, I'll have a glass of apple cider and I will watch the heck out of Hocus Pocus. If I could be a Sanderson sister, I would, right? All the quotes. Mark has also come to appreciate some of the quotes. Yabos is probably his favorite one. My personal favorite Hocus Pocus quote is when Ice and his friend are sitting on the car and they talk about the ugly chicks being out after a certain point in the morning. Oh, even the memory of it makes me... I love that part. Love it. Okay, so in addition to following social media feeds, which I recommend, I mean, if we're all on it anyway, you might as well put it to the use that it's intended for and spark some joy in your life. The other thing that we do is bring Disney crafting into the house. So Callie recently turned 4, and that ups our level a little bit of what kind of crafts we can do. And in past years, we have done carved Disney pumpkins. I am a terrible pumpkin carver. Awful. I always need to follow a pattern, and then I still always have to doctor whatever I'm carving. I use thumbtacks to like outline it, and then I go in with the knife. But apparently my fine motor skills are not grade level, because I always have to like cut off a piece of pumpkin and use toothpicks to put things back together, or they only last that one night that I can get a photo of it. So usually I choose easy patterns. And I just wrote a blog post about this actually, so I will link that below so that you can see the step-by-step guide on today's craft that I'm introducing to you, but also past photos of our Halloween Disney-inspired pumpkins. So we've been trying out some Disney crafts, and I feel like it really brings that like extra magical touch into the house. You can see here, this little beauty. This was, oh, I'm touching the glitter. Gonna regret that later. This is our Ariel inspired pumpkin. Now this is toddler approved, very budget friendly, and I should have done this on a craft pumpkin so it lasts forever. These look lumpy, but it's just different color turquoises. But I did it on a real pumpkin that's orange. So this will last a little bit, but not forever. So we did, because our costumes this year are the Little Mermaid inspired. Mark is Prince Eric, Callie is Ariel, and your gal pal here has to be Ursula. We'll see how that craft comes out. I will be hitting up Hobby Lobby tomorrow to buy yards and yards of tulle to make myself an Ursula tutu. We'll see how that goes. But we made this Ariel pumpkin. It took us about, from start to finish, from this time we started painting until the time I glued on the seashells, it took us about 3 hours because you have to let the paint dry in between. But we only needed to purchase the pumpkin. I purchased the flower from the dollar store. We had the seashells. I bought the ribbon that holds the seashells together, and a couple of the little paint tubes from Walmart. All in all, including the pumpkin, it was less than $20. So we had a lot of the crafting supplies in our closet already. So if you're interested in the tutorial for this pumpkin, it is down below in the blog post in the description box. So we bring Halloween decor. Obviously we decorate the house. Callie's room is decorated, but it's really nice to have these additional Disney touches for Halloween. So the other craft that we tried that was entirely free, and one round worked and one round didn't, was that I cut a Mickey piece of paper. So I traced some circles with bowls and cups onto a white piece of paper. I added some eyes and a mouth, and then I cut that out, popped it into a Ziploc bag, and then added a daub of red paint and a daub of yellow paint. And Callie and I use this as a color activity, actually. So because everything is in the Ziploc bag, she could push on the paints and then mix them together to create orange. So we use this as like a color activity, how to blend colors together. She really loves to do this with crayons, so I thought she would get a kick out of it with paint, and she did. The first round of this, I left the paper in the bag too long and I added too much paint. So when I went to take the paper out, it was incredibly soggy and one of the ears tore off. I then did this, we did the same exact activity. She liked it both times. I did this with cardstock and it worked out a little bit better. You do have to place it while it's drying on a surface it's not going to stick to. That was a challenge because I accidentally put it on, I backed it onto craft paper, and then the paint kind of acted as an adherent and it stuck. So I would recommend plopping it on wax paper, a cookie tray, something it's not going to stick to that you can easily wipe down. But we've just been experimenting with different Disney crafts that are seasonal, and we've obviously been painting pumpkins. She got to paint her own pumpkin as well because this was heavy toddler painting, mostly mom creating. I had a great time making this pumpkin. I actually then went on to paint a second pumpkin just in color block. You'll see that on our Instagram. If you don't follow us, girl, what you doing? Follow us. Our handle will be linked below. But those pumpkins came out really cute all together. And I just thought it was a great way to bring some Disney magic into the house during the holidays. So that is it for today's video. I know this is on the shorter side, but I just wanted to get my ideas out to you so that way you could go ahead and do them and enjoy them before Halloween. We do have a giveaway going on if you are watching this live as it's posted. The giveaway goes until November 1st. It is mini FabFitFun boxes with 2 to 3 full-size products completely free sent to you as a trial. So you need to sign up for that using the link below. It's basically be on our email list, be subscribed here, etc. And on November 1st, I will be posting a video and using Instagram stories to announce our winner. So that's totally free. Our first ever giveaway. Please enter. It would mean so much to me if you did. We would like to do giveaways going forward, but only if they are popular. So that's it. Happy, spooky, cozy Halloween to you. I hope you are having a wonderful fall season, and we will see you soon. Bye.